$1.5 million. Akwa we ajisika we on chekotre ema osaki kan kwasi asem kireye was small boy sameda akwa kan kwasi asem radio say OSP someone study OSP he's using the same tactics like Jane Mensa on say ende eja turn so no wakotete ena oma ni slave sameda akwa na on needing kwasi asem no sameda akwa is the one responding to everything when a pet limelight reach OSP when a pet sympathy wo Ghana chain OSP. When a pair say or person you want to say or your mobrowa HN OSP, this is the best time for him to prove to us to say he is on top of the game. But because he knows he is not doing the job, because he knows there's nothing like an investigative report, because he knows he was lying to us from day one, he has now gone into hiding. This is a very important issue. We expect the OSP to be speaking. The same thing they could for Adomo, Emma Jane Mensa. When it came to the most important part, I was a Jimesa Casano, and Akwasi Abano, yes, one quarter chain, now bossman Jimmy Nembeye. That is what they do. Say, Basse or Becassa Beje fans, I don't know Becatre a second of Rata when your warrant, say, I'm going to Interpol, so I don't know Becatre, I don't know, obey a press conference or no, I didn't know Bejes are fans, because what you say, Jimmy, or they buy better the CV. Into when it comes to coming to take the fans, coming to take the samba. Ebase oba beje sikanoa na odi nima ba say a chine so abokro no pe no akotete o se sameda akombeye. You people will have to be investigated. First they have to sack you, investigate you people and prosecute you people. You people are liars. OSP asem we enyanjai kan ye be gina so until say e be pamon. And those people who were and Paul Adomochi ontumi kan OSP asem. Paul Adomochi, because the OSP sat with him and told him say krono awa bono so peso jeli na onko kana asem so on pesi ebe jeli na onye di ene Paul Adomochi cannot discuss OSP. That is the business OSP does. Paul Adomochi is guilty. He knows he needs to go to jail, but because OSP making sure say or pese or making money out of that office no or becho or say ende so one can one tuma memeya jelu into Paul Adomochi he's scared because the OSP has a lot on him. And you see somebody like Paul Adomochi and Ontumika OSP asem. Obeka Kura or Brabra, so Ontuminko deep. You know the reason? Because he's part of the people the OSP is using his office to protect. See, ye OSP we free Paul Adomochi beko jail. Kenofurata bedem. Chema Mustafa Hamid. Ni case no omu bedem. Sa ABAJ. Sa anko. But you see, OSP no a strategy. Wa kantan so. He knows what he's doing. We should not underestimate the OSP or a dangerous guy. Me say, Mumbuza Paul Adomochi say, what's his opinion on the OSP case? On Kabibia. Or Kabia or Beko jail. Because that is the deal. Or Henena, or Omoko Pachoma Paul Adomochi. That is the deal they had. Stay away from OSP and live. Because you are already a criminal. Inti Paul Adomochi, Asawa Shenetu. Inti Seba OSP as Samanankasa Ultimi Kebi. He will make a passing comment because the life is chained to OSP. Inti Paul Adomochi munyane na na mosana omuntumi ka OSP asem it's because OSP akachiro me I have it on you. If you go do guy, I'll put you in jail. And into omuntumi kan wasam. There are so many people in Ghana they can't speak about the OSP because we didn't can negotiate threatening no more. If you mess up, you go to jail. OSP Assembly the biggest case in Ghana today. I don't know Paul Adomochi Kebi. He's scared. He's scared. Go jail. Paul is a criminal. Paul is a criminal. We should not underestimate what the OSP is doing. Or a dangerous man. Let's not see it like OSP there. Yebejano. Now, so if you read a document from the authorities, the number of people who were extradited in 2025. Okay, my mention said OSP is a liar. Let me show you something. You see this document? Let me enlarge it. Okay? The Ministry of the Interior to the magistrates of the District Court, Accra. read the letter, read this last a UAR, 18th of March 2025. Only a womb. These are all the people who were extradited from Ghana. The FBI came, they went to court, they got a warrant, and they extradited all these people. The FBI, when they came to Ghana, they came with evidence. They came to prove to the court to say, we are not just coming to pick these people because we hate them. We are coming for these people because they have committed a crime. Until we read the document now, you can see clearly, Mami Cho, OSP is lying. Now, you see, say, whereas a requisition has been made by the diplomatic representative of the United States of America through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration to me, the minister to whom the president has assigned functions under the Extradition Act 1960 for the arrest of Isaac Odro Boateng, Inusa Ahmed, Derek Van Yeboah, and Patrick Kwame Asare, all Ghanaians. And whereas the said Isaac Odro Boateng, Inusa Ahmed, Derek Van Yeboah, and Patrick Kwame Asare are suspected to be in Ghana. Now, therefore, in exercise of the powers conferred on the Minister for the Interior by Section 7.1 of the Extradition Act 1960, Act 22, the following order is hereby made. Now, it is hereby signified that a requisition has been made to me as aforesaid, and you are hereby required in accordance with the provision of Section 7.1 of the Extradition Act 1960, Act 22, to issue a warrant for the apprehension at the said Kwame Isaac Odro Boateng, Inusa Ahmed, Derek Van Yeboah, and Patrick Kwame Asare. So you see, this is what the FBI came, and when they came to tell our country that, you know something, we have come with the evidence. We want to work with Yoku. We want to work with CID. We want to work with Ghana Police. We have enough evidence to prove that these people are in your jurisdiction. They are in Ghana. We are from America. We want you to give us the green light to pick them away. This is the same process that we can use to go bring Ken Ofori-Atta. Why is the OSP telling us to say we need to make sure he has put a process together? This was through the Ministry of the Interior, the Foreign Affairs Ministry. So why can't we do the same? And you, the OSP, you have told us the mutual legal assistance. It is there. The act is there. The way to go is there. So what is your job, OSP? Your job is to provide the evidence for the Attorney General to use in bringing this guy home. So let's not entertain nonsense in Ghana. The OSP is a liar. Mema Obia Njinindi. Say evidence, and I'll prove to you say it's a lie. Every single document this guy brings, I'll prove to you say that document was put together in less than 2 weeks. I'll prove to every Ghanaian. The ref is Omo Mutual reports, no, they are my people. The ref is Omo Audio Mudin Common, they are my people. The ref is in Kofona offer from Buano, na put a report together, they are my people. Every single thing that he's doing, I know. The day he will release what he calls the investigations, I will release something, and you people will be shocked. Kisie Jabe is a liar, he needs to be sacked. Same Dako is a liar, he needs to be sacked. Akurugu is another liar. These three musketeers, they have taken $50.5 million. They are just playing with us. Now, Momianko enim. Now, there's another question I want to ask the OSP. Now, from a Samedako interview granted in Deno, he told us to say, the OSP knows about the whereabouts of Ken Ofori-Atta. Now, Mamimbo, Namimbusa OSP, one question. OSP is a liar. Listen to the guy's interview again.
I don't think that there is any problem between the OSP. Quickly go through some of them. One of the important documents you need for extradition is the arrest warrant. The OSP has the arrest warrant. And if you remember, I know that the media has not been covering it. Since we got the arrest warrant against Mr. Ofori-Atta, he has sued the OSP about 7-8 times. And the OSP since June has been battling these lawsuits alone in court, just to ensure that the arrest warrants remain valid. The next thing you will need is an Interpol red notice. The OSP worked tirelessly and secured the Interpol red notice. And the red notice is alive as we speak. Even as I talk to you, Interpol International has written to us to justify why it should continue to remain on it. And that is routine. Almost every 6 months, you have to justify why a person should continue to be on red notice. And people who don't know the meaning of red notice, it means that the OSP has effectively restricted the movement of Mr. Ofori-Atta. Hitherto, we have records that show that he was crisscrossing America and London. But currently, as we speak, he cannot do that. And we know that he's currently somewhere in Maryland, Virginia, Washington. And so those who think nothing has been done, he restricted the movement of Mr. Ofori-Atta. Hitherto, we have records that show that he was crisscrossing America and London. But currently, as we speak, he cannot do that. And we know that he's currently somewhere in Maryland, Virginia, Washington. And so those who think
now pay attention. Also, Okasano, or say they have information that Ken Ofori-Atta was crisscrossing between America and London, and they have information that Ken Ofori-Atta is in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Meaning, when it comes to jurisdiction and location, they know. Meaning, at least they have an idea of where Ken Ofori-Atta is. And you need to pay attention to those things. Okasano osi omunim. Sena Ken Ofori-Atta of US eko London oko enoba. And almost our information says Oba US is within a DMV area. Meaning, when you're talking about jurisdiction, when you're talking about location, the OSP knows where Ken Ofori-Atta is. It's not like Ken Ofori-Atta is in America somewhere. He said they have been able to pin him to DMV. He's in Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C. area. Now, so we read the letter now, OSP Chokoma, Chief of Staff, the first letter now, OSP say, the Office of the Special Prosecutor requests for the extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction in which he may be located or found, and extradition to the Republic of Ghana of Ken Nanaya Ofori-Atta. In the letter that OSP wrote to the Chief of Staff, the OSP could have simply stated in that we know where his location is. But in the letter, he made the Chief of Staff understand that they, the OSP, that office, they do not know the whereabouts of Ken Ofori-Atta. They don't even have his current location, the jurisdiction that he's in. But he's writing to the Chief of Staff to tell him, say, they should help him find where Ken Ofori-Atta is. To remember, when he was writing this letter, he was basically telling the Chief of Staff, we don't even know where this guy is. When he wrote the letter, what he was trying to imply was that we don't know where Ken Ofori-Atta is. We don't even know his location, the jurisdiction he is in. So the Chief of Staff, they should help him start the process of extraditing Ken Ofori-Atta. And the same people are telling us today that they have known that Ken Ofori-Atta has been moving between US and the UK. And also, they have pinned him to DMV area in the Washington, Maryland, Virginia area. Meaning, time na ultra letter na koma Chief of Staff, no, the OSP knew the location of Ken Ofori-Atta. So you see, the OSP is a liar. Now, this is what it says. The OSP is blowing himself up. Now, an extradition to the Republic of Ghana of Kenneth Nanaya Ofori-Atta, who served as the Minister responsible for finance of the Republic of blah, blah, blah. This request is founded on the consideration that Mr. Ofori-Atta, who departed the jurisdiction early January 2025, has no intentions of voluntarily returning to the jurisdiction. and for which reason the OSP has declared him a wanted person and a fugitive from justice as the prime suspect in respect of suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses regarding the following. Even in his second paragraph, he made it clear that Kenneth Fureta has left Ghana and that wherever he's heading to, Onumpo Onim, they don't know his destination or his location the moment Nana Ultra Letanabri Chief of Staff. No, they didn't even know his whereabouts. They don't know whether he's living in India, in Japan, whether he's in Canada or he's in America or he's in they didn't have an idea, jurisdiction, location. But the same person, the communications director of OSP was telling us, say, they knew that Kenneth Fureta was moving between US and the UK and also in the DMV area in America. So why was he acting as if he didn't know the exact location of Kenneth Fureta? Kisia Jabeng is a criminal. May try manage the report number. When he brings his report, I will show you something. You'll be shocked, the whole Ghana. And I know he thinks to say, Obia Nimsa Adiano. Me pese, or no edits an investigative report about make sure the real job he has done. Now, my mention the OSP Act, Diane Twaso, any other stories, it's 644, 1044 in Ghana. There's so many things we have to talk about today. But I mean, we quickly. Now, the OSP Act, Ediana Intel, Ediana Womb, Mamen reading show on Yanko. The OSP Act, no, NDA, let me enlarge it. Send a bear Kwasi Kasa Kevin Taylor, son of Kano, one chair document, minimum call for no. Now, mandate of the office. This is the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017. Yeti office no actor Eboho Baini. Mandate of the office, except as otherwise provided in the Constitution, the office is not subject to direction or control of a person or authority in the performance of its functions of the office. 2, subject to Clause 4 of Article 88 of the Constitution, the office shall, for the purposes of this Act, be authorized by the Attorney General to initiate and conduct the prosecution of corruption and corruption-related offenses. Acting in ye. The OSP is not independent. The OSP works under the Attorney General. It is the OSP can say they are independent and they are an institution that works on its own. He's lying. The Attorney General can instruct the OSP to do something. When you read the Act, the mandate of the office, point 4, 1, except as otherwise provided in the Constitution, the office is not subject to the direction or control of a person or an authority in the performance of the functions of the office. 2, subject to Clause 4, subject